Hi guys, and welcome back to our FIFA 20 Sunderland Road to Glory career mode. So, in this episode we are doing a season review of this season just gone, and by now you should know how a season review goes. So we basically go through all the stats and statistics, top goal scorers, assists, all that kind of stuff, and how much our team has improved as individuals. And then at the end of the episode we'll go to next season, see how much we do get for our transfer budget next season in the Premier League, and then that is when we'll leave the episode, and you guys will leave in the comments down below who you think we should go for, who we should sell, and stuff like that. So we'll get kicked off. So of course, if you haven't seen the last episode, I highly suggest you do, because there's going to be a massive spoiler in just a few seconds. So I'll give you a minute or so to go to the last episode if you haven't seen it. Yeah, so go on then. Off you pop. Hurry. Okay, I'm going to show you now. So we have won the Premier League, as you can see. So we'll quickly run through the Premier League table. And as we have just said, we did win the Premier League in really dramatic circumstances in the last episode. Now, this is taking a very long time to load. And I don't know why. Has it just crashed? I feel like the game may have just crashed. No, it hasn't. It's just an incredibly shit game. Yeah, so we are top of the table on 93 points. We have Spurs in second, Manchester City in third, Manchester United in fourth, Liverpool in fifth, Chelsea in sixth, West Ham in seventh, Everton in eighth, Arsenal with a pretty bad season there, finishing in ninth, Bournemouth in 10th, who did us a massive favourite in the last episode by beating Liverpool on the final game of the season. We have Leicester in 11th, we have Brighton in 12th, we have Wolves in 13th, Southampton in 14th, Norwich in 15th, Burnley in 16th, Crystal Palace just outside of the relegation zone. I say just actually, by quite some margin. 11 points they were ahead of Sheffield United in 18th, and that is three really bad seasons from the bottom three, which I know is bad anyway, but they're just such a margin. They're such a large way apart from the rest of the pack. So Sheffield United, Stoke City and Aston Villa all heading down to the Championship. Now we'll run through all the other competitions. Of course, we did win the Community Shield. We beat Manchester United at the beginning of the season by 3-1. The FA Cup was won by Manchester City. They beat Liverpool on penalties by 5-4. Now onto the Carabao Cup, where of course we did win. It was 1-0, but we did win by 3-0 on penalties. We managed to just get our hands on the Carabao Cup trophy. The UEFA Super Cup was won by Chelsea. They beat Atletico Madrid by 2-1. And as for the Champions League, which we will be taking part in next season, which is something I really can't wait for, Atletico Madrid beat Barcelona 5-4 on penalties after drawing 2-2 in regular time. And as for the Europa League, of course, we didn't get as far as we maybe would have liked in that competition, but Valencia beat Roma by 2-0, getting the trophy there. And whilst we're here, we'll have a quick look at the Championship table. I know that you guys get quite interested in seeing this to see who's going to be coming up. It looks as though Watford and Newcastle will be making a return to the Premier League, which, to be fair, is always good. It's always nice to have a derby in there. But look at that. 124 points from Newcastle, and they still didn't win the league. That is absolutely insane. And 127 points for Watford. That is ridiculous, and it'll either be Fulham, Cardiff, Swansea, or Middlesbrough joining us as well. But that's nuts. 3 figures from 3 different teams. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy from the Championship. But now we'll have a look at the players' stats, top goal scorers and what have you from the league. We can see that Harry Kane got 35 goals from 38 matches. That is ridiculous. Rashford got 27. Pulisic of Chelsea got 24. Inaki Williams got 21. Inaki Williams was actually the top goal scorer for quite some time, so he must have gone through a little bit of a goal drought at some point. But Arsenal's Belotti got 19. Salah on the same. Keane as well. We don't have any players other than Timothy Weah in 15th there. He got 13 goals from 29, which is very decent because quite a lot of his games we did put him on the wing as well. Lacazette there for Bournemouth got himself 12 goals as well. Is there anyone else from us on the list here? I don't think we did. We didn't have anyone else on the top goal scorers list. We always tend to have a lot of players chipping in, which is always a good thing, I guess. But in terms of assists, we do have Parrott there. He manages to get himself 8 assists from the striker position. Paulinho getting himself 7 as well. But top of the pile is Leroy Sané getting 20 assists for Manchester City. Kane as well. What a season he has had. And now my batteries are low, which is really annoying because I don't have any other batteries. But anyway, Kane, he got 35 goals with 12 assists. That is just That is incredible by any stretch. That is absolutely incredible. Do we have anyone else on the list in terms of assists? Timothy Weah there got himself 6 as well, which is very, very decent indeed. Now, clean sheets. We do have Rose. He got 14 clean sheets, which is very decent. But Edison now with 24 for Manchester City. It would have been a lot more plain sailing in the league if we did get a lot more clean sheets, which was definitely getting to be a little bit of a problem. We're always conceding, particularly after just going ahead. That was a massive problem for us. But now, after looking at that, what we'll do, we're going to go through all of our players individually and see how much they've improved throughout the season. So as you can see, Callum Rose has gone up by 5, now rated 91, 20 years of age as well. Probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now. And of course, underneath him, we have Ollie Lee, who's only improved by 1, now rated 74. We have Joshua Wagnerman, 23 years of age, is now rated 82, improved by 3. Denver Hume remains at 73. Thilo Kehrer improves by 2, now rated a whopping 86. Issa Diop has also improved by 2, also rated 86 as well. Retsos has gone up by 2, now rated 83. Pineda has gone up by 4, now rated 79. Very decent at only 20 years of age as well. Twanzebe has gone up by 2, now rated 82. Hoover has gone up by 3, now rated 82 as well. Jan Valery, again, another player gone up by 2, now rated 80. Oliver Skip has gone up by 2 as well, now rated 81. Ezekiel Barco has gone up by 2, now rated 84. And Douglas Luiz, another player gone up by 2, rated 85. 2 as well, improvement for Arnie Meyer, now rated 87. Bally Mumba has gone up by 2, now rated 80. Woodburn has gone up by 3, now rated 81. Mancini, the young player who did come through the youth academy, when we first got him, I'm pretty sure he was only rated like 61 or 62. But I did keep training him in the academy, as you guys saw in some episodes. And he now is 16 years of age. He has potential to be special, and he is rated 75, which is absolutely insane. That is crazy. Crazy good. So he's someone who I'm definitely going to smash in training next season as well. Now we have Lopez, the youngster who looked like he was going to have a really promising future, but even when I was like really hitting him in training, I feel like he's hit his peak already for a 19-year-old, which is a massive shame. It's one of those players that he doesn't come up with the icon saying that he's promising or anything like that. So I feel like this is really the best we're going to get him. So he might be an option to sell in the summer because it looks really good on paper saying he's rated 75 and he's only 19 years of age. But it doesn't look like he's improving. I think he's peaked very, very early on. But we do have Adamola Lookman here, another player improved by 2, now rated 85. We have Paulinho going up by 3, now rated 84. We have Fernando Castro, the youngster again, 18 years of age, going up by 5, now rated 76. We have the magician Antonio Marin, who was going up by 3, now rated 84. We have Matias Blanco, another youngster, 17 years of age, going up by 9, a massive 9, now rated 74. We have Troy Parrott, still only 22 years of age. He's gone up by 3, now rated 87. Absolute crucial player, as we all know. Timothy Weah has gone up by 3, now rated 84. And Hanlon has remained as 76. That is all of our players in the squad right now and how much they have improved. But if we have a look at the stats in terms of how they did, we'll have a look at the goals within the squad. And of course, Troy Parrott tops it. He might not have got as many Premier League goals as I would have liked, but he's definitely spread them out across competitions. He got 3 in the pre-season tournament. He got 1 in the Community Shield. He got 3 in the Europa League. He got 9 in the Premier League, 4 in the Carabao Cup, and 1 in the FA Cup as well. So we definitely spread his goals across all competitions. And we have Timothy Weah, who got himself 18 as well with 7 assists. Barco got 14 goals. He was incredible this season as well. We have Woodburn, who when called upon, he has been fantastic with 12 goals and 6 assists. And now here we go. We have Lopez, who we were just talking about. He actually got himself 10 goals, which I didn't realise at all, and 2 assists, which is actually really good going. But a lot of those games will have more than likely been in simulated games. That's why his goal tally is quite high there, although quite a few were across little cup competitions that I didn't really care too much about. Bally Mumba, who didn't get as much playing time, still did quite well, getting himself 9 goals as well. Marin, the magician, got 4 assists and 9 goals. And as you can see, they're all spread away quite nicely there. Even Kehrer getting amongst the goals as well. Twanzebe as well with a goal and an assist. Maya getting in there. They're all coming from every area, to be honest, which is really, really nice. But that is the team, guys. You've seen our squad as of right now. Where do you think needs improving? And you need to think next season, my aim is to go for the Champions League. Everything is going to be focused on the Champions League. And to be fair, next season, I'm more than likely going to simulate both the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup games. Even if we, You know, if we get closer to the end of each competition, it gets like the semi-final, the final, then I'll play it, of course. But I'm not bothered about that. I'm not even massively bothered about the league. I just want to put everything in to the Champions League. It'd be really nice to, like, you know, keep hold of the title, the Premier League title, but the Champions League is where I want to progress the most. So it's kind of down to you guys. I'd like you guys to let me know in the comments down below, not just the kind of players you want me to go for, but how we should hit this transfer window. Because we did win the league. I'm guessing we'll probably have about 100 odd million to spend. Do we just spend it on one massive, massive player that will just give that extra bit of quality? Or because we're going to be in so many competitions, shall we spread it across and get 3 or 4 decent players? Because even if it does mean that we're going to have quite a heavy squad, we're going to be prepared for the worst, because we have seen injuries this season. So how do you think we should play it? Should we get maybe 3 or 4 players that are all worth, you know, 25 million, 30 million? Or shall we go for like one massive player who's worth like 80, 90 million and really add some star quality in the squad that will help us in the likes of the Champions League? You let me know in the comments down below. But right now, we are going to skip through to next season to see exactly how much money we're going to have to play with. So here we go, end of the season. Dear Sarny, we've come to the end of the season and the board could not be happier with your performance so far. The players and staff clearly look up to you and you've done an excellent job aligning yourself with the club's vision both on and off the pitch. We will be delighted for you to stay at the club next season. Sincerely, the board of directors. Well, that's very, very nice to hear. I think we've absolutely smashed it because I've been managing. You guys are basically my assistant managers. So yeah, we're doing a really good job. Now next season, if we win the Champions League, that would be amazing. Of course, it's a massive, massive ask because my form in this series is so inconsistent. I can go 2-3 months without losing a game, and then I'll go through a month where I just can't score goals and we lose for fun. You know how inconsistent it can be. And I have seen as well, you know, there's been comments on certain videos or certain episodes saying, you know, like, the opposition look a bit dodgy. You know, one episode it looks quite hard, and then the next one it looks a piece of piss. And I don't really have an answer for that. Apart from what I think it might be, is you need to remember that this is the first update on FIFA 20, because this career mode was started before there was any patches, any updates. There's still some quite dodgy gameplay within this series, which I've noticed as well. You know, I'm not blind to it. Sometimes I think, what the hell are the opposition doing? Sometimes I think, what the hell are our defenders doing off the ball and stuff like that. So it is still quite a... I'm on the first patch of the game. It hasn't been updated. So sometimes it can look a bit dodgy. But, you know, people always ask, like, have I put it down to amateur? No, I wouldn't do that. What would be the point of me doing that? That would never ever happen. But yeah, so that's my explanation for that, because I have seen some comments every now and then anyway, not all the time, every now and then someone does think that I've messed around with certain things, which is just pathetic really, because I wouldn't do that, ever do that. What would be the point? It would be far too easy. It's just very inconsistent gameplay, which happens every FIFA, but we still buy it. But yeah, so hopefully now we go to next season and we have around 100+ million to spend. That would be very nice, along with the money that will come with obviously the pre-season tournaments as well. Hopefully we get a decent amount there. So again, what should we do in this transfer window, guys? Should we get 3 or 4 decent players worth about 30 odd million, or should we go for one really, really big signing? And in what position? Where do you think we need improving the most? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so now we're going to be going to the pre-season tournament invites, where of course I always just go for whichever offers the most. We'll go for this one, the American Challenge Cup. I always simulate pre-season tournament games as well. We just hope for the best that we don't get any injuries. And now the game is syncing data. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, so we've gone for that one. That'll give us an extra 11 million. But how much will we be given in general? Please give us a decent amount. There we go. 117 million. That is a very, very hefty amount. So again, where do you think we need to strengthen? We do have a really strong squad all round, really. Our backup at times isn't incredible. For example, we have Wagnerman playing at left back, but then we have Denver Hume, who wasn't really put too much of a foot wrong, but he is only rated 75. We could maybe get a really, really better left back. We could go for maybe another striker, or even if there's a different system that you can maybe see someone else fit in, maybe we could go for a 4-4-2 and then get another striker in. But in saying that, then we'd have the likes of, you know, we would be quite heavy on the wings. But again, it's something that I'd love you guys to get involved in. You guys always get involved in. Every player that's on the, you know, the transfer hub, all from your guys' suggestions. They always have been. There is one player I was looking at very briefly, or for a large chunk of last season, that I did keep my eye on, and that was Arp. I forgot his first name now, but it was Arp. There we go. It is Jan Fiet Arp. I don't know whether that's how you pronounce it, but he is currently at Watford, and I think I don't think he's been scouted. He hasn't been scouted for a while. But I do believe he's rated early 80s, but he's a very, very decent player and a player that I really do like. He's only 24 years of age, can play on the left as well, which is quite nice. But I just think it adds a little bit of a different dimension up top, which I think could be quite nice. But again, it's something that I'll let you guys discuss in the comments. And of course, we did have a look at this lad, 73 rated, 18 years of age, who now we should be able to go for, and for very, very cheap. And I do believe it might be, or at least I thought it was originally last season. I thought it was Ronaldo's regen, and it might be, because if you look, he has 99 acceleration, 97 sprint speed, 99 agility. His balance is 93. So for an 18-year-old, that's absolutely mad. His ball control is 87, dribbling 86, and the only thing that really lets him down there is the finishing. But if we just got him, and then the smashed finishing for a striker, his rating will absolutely balloon upwards, if that makes sense. So maybe that's someone to go for. We have Moise Keane here, who was incredible last season. We saw in the scoring charts. Him and Troy Parrott up top would be absolutely mad. Could we afford him? Maybe. But again, it's something that I'll let you guys discuss down below in the comments. So that'll be it, guys. As you can see, and as we just mentioned, we do have £117 million to play with, so I'll leave it a little while, a few days or however long, until the next one, so it gives you guys all the chance to leave your suggestions down below. But that'll be it, guys. If you have enjoyed this video and you're happy with this season we've had, this season just gone, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, to become a fully fledged member of the Sassy Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.